Well, that wasn't good viewing, Mash. England have chased down the target. 246 was their task. They managed to do it in under 30 overs, going at 8 runs and over. A down bad finish for what has been a down bad white ball series, Mash. You've been there, all 3 ODIs. How do you feel?
Do you know what? Today's one, I'm just tired. I'm tired physically, I'm tired emotionally, I'm tired mentally. This team, and the thing is, the worst thing is, they're trying their best. I don't even have any words to be like, oh, they could have done this and they could have done that. Like, there'll be loads of people who will watch this and say, oh, Sammy should have done this or Shea Hope should have done that.
Yeah.
The reality of the situation is, the squad is the squad. There aren't, like, let's say, for example, Shamar Joseph didn't play today, it's Matthew Ford.
Yeah.
He's been taking licks through the series. If Gudakesh Motie doesn't play, there's no other spinner to replace him. If Rutherford or any other batters don't play, it's 18-year-old Jewel Andrew. The reality is the squad depth is so weak, and if you go back into domestic cricket, there's no one in domestic cricket who you can readily put into international cricket to face. And let's remember something here, and this isn't to give the team an excuse, but let's remember something. This is a brand new England squad with a new captain with something to prove, and we've come along and played the role of whipping boys.
Yeah.
We've, apart from the Cardiff game, where even the 308 wasn't actually a competitive score, we've basically rejuvenated England and said, oh yeah, that style you play where you smash everyone into smithereens, you're back.
Yeah.
And we've had no answers. The bowling attackers had no answers whatsoever. But remember those stats that I posted the other day?
Yeah.
If only 2 of your bowlers are averaging under 30 since 2024, how are you going to restrict this England side? We don't have the resources.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. The nature of the West Indian support is to do a knee-jerk reaction and say Sammy's shit, this man's shit, sack him, sack that. It is what it is. But you have to remember, back in October, England came to the Caribbean and we beat them.
Yeah.
3-2, 3-1, 2-1, whatever it was. So I wouldn't be delving into the knee-jerk and going, okay, we've lost away in England, so now we're shit. Does that mean England was shit when we beat them in the Caribbean? Do you know what I mean? So.
I think it's hard to pick specific areas where we could improve or where it went wrong, because overall the batters didn't score enough runs, the bowlers didn't take enough wickets. That's been the story across the 3 ODIs. It's been a problem from number 1 down to 11, all right? It's not been an issue of, oh, the batters performed well and the bowlers didn't do their job. We've underperformed. It's a reflection of our current state of affairs. As you said, England have tried to rejuvenate themselves, so they're coming in pumped up. Look at Jamie Smith today, 64 of 28. At one point, I thought he might break the world record for the fastest century, which would have closed the chapter on how down bad this performance was. So, as you said, Mash, I think it wasn't for a lack of trying. It wasn't if the players didn't put effort in. It's just it wasn't good enough. We've seen Jaden Seal struggle this series with the ball.
Like all of them went for licks today, apart from Chase and Alzari.
So Shamar Joseph bowled 4 overs for 48 runs, went at 12 and over. Gudakesh Motie, he took the wicket of Jamie Smith, but he went at nearly 10 and over. Alzari Joseph, to his credit, he went for 7 and over, took a wicket. Other than that, though, it was a poor performance.
No, Chase. I think Chase went at under 4.
Oh. That was 3.8 economy, and he got a wicket as well. Got Ben Duckett out there as well. So Thanos, if he's not scoring with the bat, he'll do something with the ball. He's going to get you at some point. But Mash, we were talking about it earlier. Obviously, it has ranking points at stake. England would have massively boosted their chances of qualifying for the World Cup with this 3-0 victory. We don't play again till Pakistan in a few months' time. Realistically, in between that period, I mean, this side there's not really any obvious changes you can make. You can bring in 1 or 2. You can say maybe a Matthew Ford comes back in. You could say let's bring a Shimmer and Hetmeyer in. But these are the best players in the region. There's not anyone, as you said, in the Super 50 or domestic level who's making a case for I should be in this squad. Other than Casey Carty, no one can really emerge from this England series. Well, Rutherford for the one game. Rutherford for the one game. Other than that, though, it's been a series to forget and a lot to work on for Darren Sammy. The problem is, because he's got his hands full with the Test side and the T20 side, he doesn't even have time to focus on the 50-over side. So I can't see the ODI side massively improving. And we actually, you made the point that when we were Edgbaston, the Island series was competitive because it was our level.
That's
right?
our level.
It was a hard
That's our
fought level.
level.
I
Yeah.
know a lot of people were cussing saying no way, but it showed you the levels. The Island match was essentially a Division 2 ODI match.
Yeah.
We got the promotion up to Division 1. We got licked back down to Division 2, guys. But the audacity to come to England and try and play them, back down to Division 2. Relegation out here. So I think it's a fair reflection of where our game is at the moment.
Yeah, and actually, I'll come off the back of that, because when Sammy got the job, Sammy said remember that first press conference, he said everybody in West Indies cricket needs to understand where we're at. And you have to remember, this ODI side has come from a period between 2015 and 2022 just being one of the worst ODI teams in the world. We aren't suddenly going to become a team that goes to England and wins. Like, we're just not going to be that side. The progress last year was because we beat England at home, beat Bangladesh at home. All we have proven so far is that we can be competitive in our own conditions. We are yet to prove with this ODI side that we can go away and do anything.
Yeah.
And that's not even in Ireland, right? So the next hurdle for this side is to become competitive away from home against teams at our level. And whether people want to hear it or not, England's not our level.
Yeah.
And we have Pakistan next. Pakistan's next ODIs, that's in the Caribbean. I will listen to people cussing if Pakistan come to the Caribbean and beat us.
Yeah.
Then I think there's a reasonable argument to say, oh, we're down horrendous. But that's where the metric is at. And all those kind of different channels and talking heads who say we're disrespectful for saying that West Indies are a tier 2 side. We're a tier 2 side
the thing is,
in all formats of cricket.
I know a lot of West Indies fans would still say Ireland's beneath our level. But I know the second ODI was washed out, but it was essentially a very, very close-fought game where we had to struggle just to salvage the series at the end to get the 1-1. So I think it's realistic to say we're a tier 2 side. One caveat I would add is Shafane Rutherford showed what he could do.
Yeah.
He was only available for this
and
ODI.
Shepherd was in the IPL
Romario
final.
Shepherd picked up a winner's medal with RCB today in the IPL. And Evan Lewis was injured for the first 2 games. I think
true.
If you had Lewis, Shepherd and Shafane Rutherford in the side, I think we could have seen a different complexion, particularly in Cardiff, where 20 or 30 runs might have been enough for us to get the win. So that is one small glimmer of hope for West Indies fans. If you add those 3 in, playing a full series, we could see different results because we've seen what they can do
But
in
I
the
just
format.
I agree with that caveat, but I also just want to throw in that coming out of this series now, there'll be 2 big question marks for me. One, people are going to rightly look at Gudakesh Moti, and obviously he scored that 63, but they're going to look at him and go, your bowling's down bad right now. Can you hold a place based on what your primary skill set is, which is why you're in the side? Here's someone coming out with scrutiny on him, and our bowling attack is, in general, fast bowlers, is going to come out with scrutiny because people look at Matthew Ford and say you took licks. They look at Shamar Joseph and say you took licks in Ireland and now you took licks in England. But again, you'll go back to the domestic system and say, so who's the spinner that comes to replace him? Akil Hussain?
Yeah.
Who's the speedster that comes to replace a Shamar? There are no one, so you kind of just have to invest in these guys and see it as a long-term process and be like, right, we're not here yet. We are consistent around here, and it's a piece-by-piece process. There's no quick wins here.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, 2015 to 2022, we were losing home and away every series. I don't even know, did we even win one series across the 5 years?
Between 2015 to 2019, we won no series anywhere in the world, not home, not away, anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a geezer in the background saying England have won. To show you how low key it is that England have won, no one cares. Everyone's gone home. No one even cares that England won because everyone expected England to win.
Everyone went home. So as you said, Mash, I think it's also worth pointing out that we have beaten England last year, but Sammy has done well with the ODI side and the T20 side, which is why he was given a test job. So it's not a case of, a few years ago when we were losing home and away. There are some ways we can improve, and as you said, if we stick with this nucleus of players for the next 2 years, hopefully we will see some improvement. So onwards and upwards, we move formats. T20's coming up in England, in Ireland. Mash, I know you got to book your plane tickets to Belfast. As if this wasn't enough.
I'm taking a break from the England T20s. I'm not going to them.
And then obviously the big test series against Australia. So a lot of cricket coming up. Caribbean Cricket Podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. we'll be back soon with some more content reviewing. We might do an episode reviewing the series as a whole. The A-Team tour, they're currently taking licks out in St. Lucia. We'll be there to review that. And we're sure the test side
And the
will be
women, of
announced.
course.
The women, of course.
The women play tomorrow against England.
Even more licks.
So that's more L's coming tomorrow as well.
And then
this whole England tour is just L's. When the women and men are going to leave England with no W's.
So on that note, guys, we hope you have a good evening. We're here down bad at the Oval. Everyone else has left the stadium. We're out here recording for the love of the game. Another L. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to the world. And we'll see you very soon. And make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah,
okay?
all of that.
Take care, everyone. Peace.